Iulian Vetrici. About mechanisms of psychics. Vetrici Iulian. Book of Psychoanalysis. About mechanisms of psychics. Part 1. 0. Introduction. 1. About people. 2. About mind. 3. About body. 4. About thoughts. 5. About emotions. 6. About relations. 7. About society. 8. About relationing. 9. About family. 10. About friends. 11. About animals. 12. About boy. 13. About girl. 14. About reality. 15. About imagination. 16. About politic. 17. About world. 18. About dad. 19. About mom. 20. About sister. 21. About me. 22. About shadow. 23. About soul. 24. Final Iulian Vetrici. 0. Introduction. Hi, my name is Iulian Vetrici and I write now a book interesting for all the type of persons of all categories of age, especially for adolescents, boys and girls of our 21st century. We are all together a big family, approximately 8 billions of people, and we all change approximately the same experience of entire life that we live on the planet, our planet that we construct together to develop the life of people that will succeed us many years on the earth. Together with the help of our precious moon that helps us to maintain the gravity on the earth. All the oceans, seas, beaches, mountains, wind, and the rest on the earth. We are all thankful to earth for the fact that he protect us on there. Thank you for the sun that he don't burn his heat too much to burn our bodies. Also thanks for all the planets that are also our solar system of phenomenal probabilities. I write this book like a people that have familiar understandings with the language that he speaks, Moldavian. I have 23 years, I'm Moldavian, I'm boy and in 1 month I do 24. I'm 9th of April and I'm Ram. 1st of the 1st, in Zodiac. This book is about things that are familiar with all the people, and here are some of their own general interests. I don't write nothing about me and the day-to-day things. I teach alone, in time of years, things that interests me and I believe interests all the people in my way. All that I write here in this book, are informations made by me, some parts are teached with intermediate of electronic books, websites with text information, that I write in my language of understanding of things, also in a language listenable by all people. I think all will understand what I write. The text is more like an essay to simple humans, mechanisms that interests the brain also have need in, to be eated, devorated, scanned by the sensorial experience of the rays. Thank you to all the people that tellied me that I believe in you. You are good enough but not enough to understand what is good to do, but you really do what you are in need to believe. This is hard to us to understand. Iulian Vetrici. You will lose too far all the truths that you are gone too far to not understand what you will send through you, but I followed my work and I take you too far to not understand my manner of writing and what means all this you know. I worked in loneliness with you with the silence in my way, followed by the work of most important problem of the human race, the planet. Good reading. You will like it. I believe in you. Next part. 1. About people. To people. People are a race that is very familiar with the animal race and build together a familiar interdependence between business and food. People are the lazy form of animals. Always love to breathe and to stay calm in that named his houses, is like a comfort zone. People of our age love to watch TV, to play cybernetic games on modern devices, to drive cars, to have all the necessary inventions, invented, knowed by his equals and the self also. Inventions are good and are many until today's week. Are not enough but are always much, and majority of them are not used because knowed from all are only music, cinematography, and all compiled in what you can remain all the life for generations if you don't give you the awake signal. Live that free change of documents that is started with that named cult of receiving cigarette. Why I always delete letters is because you write it correct wrong and a little bit later I give you the right response. The sense of the word that is interesting is repeated in another word. is like the speaked words to your head, but is started more like an cigarette in a plus minus a modern era. And the problem in the real weight is that you talk too much cult of cigarette to the errors and the fact of not finding the right word. With that change started all the problems. Is the talk about cult of sending problem of repulsion in use of words that you use normal. Just do the yes of the need. This part is more like in medical treatment or reset, is always important for changing the direction, but for a normal understanding of truth is a little bit strange. Don't worry. Now you are free of dependences of all genres. That all our thrash started only with that dependence. Now you can talk free without any type of lazy thinking, think, speak by speaky words. Be free of all. Thank you to me Mr. Iulian Vetrici, for the fact that I liberated you independence. Of all types. I'm a lone psychoanalytic after my knowledge. And all are about people. Dependences to write to the rest in book, in who we don't have need. Or we don't have or you don't have necessity. The author also. Next part. Part 2. Chapter ended. 2. About mind. Mind is an product of people. But if people mean to lose the loosing of dependence in loosing loose, then you will understand that mind is a non-product of body. That good spoken a little bit after this word of my chapters, or mine or of mine, that means mind. Mind is always present, is a fear of mind is the fear. I write this actually how you can now see beautiful coincidences of what happening now. About how this thing that I don't want to speak about to you is the coincidence of doing the time, but many years later. How you can real see that or to hear this, or if you will lose this. This will mean that the mind is a product of many types of coincidences of need, experimented past or tripped, in her his, many years of life or in many lives. In nature. Mind is the nature of things that we explain in many are ways that are ours mind, but are comed from the fear that to be our mind us need to be exactly how we want. Or I. Underscore. 3. About body. I think my book will be always a good emotion to take from the experience that I made early. Rationality. The body is rational. Body think rational. Body feel rational. Body is irrational. Something that manifests him in a manner of feeling. Or to feel body you need to be first an human. That love, is and are like mind and body. Is an feeling. A feeling that you are. Correct. Exactly. Luminous. Is a color. Body is a color that you see exactly in you. High weave of north. To not return to mind and the problems that my writing will be too slow, too big to be little, and to think that returnings and turnings and all the turry words, things that you write, is only a speaking to you concrete. I cry exactly at thought of my ideal nature of my loved girlfriend that is more like a neighbor once meted 2 seed and 3 to be mine. Is the perfect nature of what I see and see in my feelings of incomplete of compel of power. Loosing sleep and drink the drink and to be sober always until the day I will meet him. I know that this sounds crazy but is righted good without any sign of punctuation or nature that give from he the ideal. Is only what I need, to be with him this moment until I will finish all the feelings to he infinite of that what we can create target her and to be. How to be an perfect writer, in things that only I understand the ego. My ego will show a way to this. My way is until I find me, alone. To be alone face to face with my corporal needs. Without anyone that tell me that I can write million of ways about this but without time to be understanded. Enough. Alone. This is the necessity. To be alone. Alone to all. Alone with all. The feeling of never end and of falling. What I do right now? Sincerely cry. Inside, in millions and millions of ways, universes, exactly in my painful way. Part 4. 4. About thoughts, things or, voices in what we all are needed to believe in. Many times heard but to see. Is different. Coincidence of reality. In Suro undying. Inside. I have fear to imagine this try. One more time for beloved nature. Snake. Sound snake. Laughing face. I will be a book with some strange pictures. Nor I not. Not me the writer, author but you. Loose soul. Can be killed. These thoughts are always about paranoid schizophrenia and the things that I lose the horizon. No. Is not like this. The result is that you will reborn. One day. This means that all days that are one day on earth you will die in body. Your mind will do it also. Will blow outside all the blood that he have inside their own reality. Of loneliness outside. Inside images, not inside but in you. Is only in you. You are alone. In your body. This is in fact painful. Sorry for my vocabulary. Is like only you understand this, don't be dement. Even schizophrenic, bipolar. I write special with errors for your understanding that don't exist types of incredible words with energy of non-believable belief of me. Is always all placebo. Means that placebo is nothing to spread in our realities that we experiment now. Is more like how to be lost soul in way of kilometers away of your disease you. Alone in you. Usage of soul. You made he to work for you and this is in need to returning. If this is possible to do this. And for the final, exists or no soul or is loosed we don't know. We know that we are only part of us. Here individualities don't find place. Not a bit. Is not ego. Ended. This is I believe about modern things, thoughts that I can never tell that they are modern. They are old. The language is changed. People never the same. We all love you each. Don't be complexed of that, you think that I tell you now with my inner voice things that are about thoughts of thinking of body and mind, emotions in face, are all about face. Thinking is in fact never a process of question, they have need. Are lost in need. Souls of people. I want to end there but to think this is very far. And now the most important thought. A line underscore 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 underscore. Things are now like life, each have their life, their need, in majority of cases. Or only simple process that mind once seed here named, and rest. Repeat this always until like this technology that made you stop, okay, too much need here. This is all. Think what you need. But need is a thought. Don't need. Don't think. Understand. Complications. My nature, her nature, of thought. Also a structure, a thought, enough, we go next. Finished. 5. Finished. 5. About emotions. Is tiring to write all about this. How emotions passed through us remain always present in our life. Emotions passed through life remain I prefer to tell a structure. A structure that absorbs all what is negative, even the quantity of too much. And he is nowhere. To remain soul I have fear to tell. The psychological mechanic will burst mechanics. Will be not able to assimilate the quantity of what they made to us, people, aren't, microbes even. We can't tell this. Is out of common to stop now to a feeling. I prefer to put in structure mine, is in structure, I don't know no one now. Remain like this. Reality of what happening now. More about this I don't told, maybe we do something with your soul, but I don't believe in this. Bad emotions. I delete. Remain only naturality of I. Is more about emotions. Is a book of equilibrating the self that once reads, 2, infinite. You burn he and remain only pure you. Of what I write correct that I can note more in nature of what happening. But happening now, only now, work on the chapter emotions. You can unpack all what you want, in any case or way. Is not need in mind. Emotions or feelings or what you see what you hear outside of your real window, sound of cars, people talking, noises of birds, of electric mechanisms or another things. They are independence with emotions. Pictures that show, send you emotions, pictures of imaginative, psychic date, once loaded in your cosmos. Nothing or like that named structure of date. We think about 5 ways in feeling body have, but in reality here are an enormous more. We need to believe in this. Is more a book of explanations and explications, and for this I don't write more. We stop here. And remain only this explanation now. Will be more, one day, I will write more. Like an essay. Book. Goodbye. Next chapter. 6. About relations. Relations, finally the relaxing part of book, when we talk about relations is in first time relation with self, is noting your person in face of your person. Is normal to see you like a goodness very beautiful, and here goes your qualities. You are your face. Is not important with who you talk in this life, how much, about what, where is the place, even in your head to be is very interesting when you start to see in something that what you love so much in you. Is a very good sign. But to not forget about the clearness of someone, something that is like that named emotion. That we like to talk about what we can't do alone, also we feel more. Is very important to feel the I. First of all. After, your whole. With what you end in your life, with good, with bad, all the minuscule parts. Is like micro-macro weave of you life. All the hands of people in which you are lost like self is not important. Is important for the social ego, like that named work, couple, character, and rest. Nothing about your past lives don't remain. You remain only present you. Want you experience of past or future of your plans is not important. You remain always you. Love you. Talk with intelligent people. In the day of today you minimum can do work with computer, TV, smartphone, phone, tablet and etc. Be this. A goodness. Something. Ego. An energy. We finish about relationing. I can write more, but is better to live like that named experience of relationship. Of ship, relation. All the types. All the ways. How you true feel that you want to take back the same relationing. Is about waiting. Waiting for a better I. Part 7. 7. About society. Society is a fact that we all love. We love to quit on a walk many times day to day. By day. In the night society is like another type of information, structure, informational structure. Society is more like a game. Giant. Full of something. Society is when you sit home and do nothing, is where you have your total space for your thoughts and another types of happenings. Is good when you are alone with the silence in your aura, in you surrounding, in your space, in your room. Aren't cars in your surrounding, aren't noises in your room. You have impression that you hear someone and someone can hear you. You also can see this, or you can rise your head up to see him. Is more like a game. People love normally to sleep home. This thing affects you. When you are outside of home you can be sleepy time for always. Things goes bad when you sleep, when someone sleep on you, for the coincidence that here are 2 time zones, 2 clocks in life. One have always day but goes after night, is a little bit strange to walk with night when is always day in your way. By night live different types of people, monsters that consume bad noises in the light of joke, of bad manner. This poet will always help us to stay awake, active, to not invade us types of individs, in world, in mood of inorganic mood. Of repose, active sleep. Inorganic starts are named people that stay awake, active for to sleep. Who is for sleep outside the house? Home is now a thing far, very far away from this forget bad. I'm sorry, permit me to have only one non-accepted word in this book. Is very interesting how one that you love can be a little bit sleepy in his way. To know that that is world, have nothing in sense and returning back to roots, society is an interesting structure that allow you to not be you. To be totally free and totally out of love. And the bad problem of society is that this bad in love can ruin you and you all life that you have to live in society. In your own mind. Your own mind will be also an apart chapter, but here some pieces don't fit. Sorry. I writ my philosophy alone, for that some of my words I can't translate for not break the goes of things. I think is an extraordinary gift for mine anniversary 24 to readers. Will be maximum 24 non-permitted words in this book. Maximum. I talk about socium, look at you, only you can understand me, I think, exposed, exactly like a little conversational dialogue between you in your Alanilinus and outside when you are with friends and you talk to them and you have time to communicate him all about nothingness that you invent alone. Most important part is that you can't really to have friends in this slick game in what we all really in you believe, only in you, believe. You. Don't mean always real, means real, another they, real, means presence, you. You can tell this to another, in my case all is not the same. If you tell secrets of any type, you are more than one time more in society. Society is more what you told, with your speaky mind. You are, a talking head. Be aidant to who you expose your secrets. Do not become more in system, bite, or in any type of phenomenon named talking, releasing, conversing. 8. About relationing. Relationing is a special thing, relationing is a construction made from powerful, concrete things. Thing of worlds that are palpable. And vase full of palpable things. Relationings are diverse. In relationing you put categories with mother / father / sister / brother / uncle / grandma / grandpa / kin / friends. Also can be at school, at work, in market, in bar, in taxi, in club, home, and another. Also can construct a ship for apart cases. For cases of danger. For cases of happiness. But do not put ugly things inside, ugly things attract bad and work for bad. Good is exactly in contrary. Relationing of all people is on first place. Is like implanted in you, in your head. Also next mother put in you grandpa, grandma, uncle, cousins, appropriates of kins and members also. They put here like in a informational structure I prefer to told, thing more good for them also who are exactly like you. And then become time to leave this boat to float free on waves of current. You remain then alone without good and bad in your suro undying. Remain only you and your thoughts? Why you are so right now, is because you win or you was defeated by the monster. Your wife is too beautiful to leave you alone to / of family. You have need in this, to do this alone. Is about Alanilinus. After you realize that you are a stranger very very far from you and you don't know even her age, of your happiness in your loneliness. After you leave her to leave, you leave your ego, him. Now he is gone. You are alone / the only one. Full in face of her mind bited or thoughtfully one more time. Then you realize that you have a part of boy / girl independence of what posture resort on this passage. You quit out them and became totally free. You quit out of animal race and rest of your habituance of your ship, let tell it submarine. And you lose yourself. Now you are totally free and total alone. You pay with your attention. Don't return never to them. More than this, be alone, be liberated of them. And then you realize that you are lost in all. Then is not your / they're yours. Remember that lie with family is exactly in reverse true. You return totally what is his your. And you lose yourself back also. Now you are clear, clean, and total and free. Relationing is about how to be free, and then come that golden days when you become one more time what you are and have like total posse. Zion yours is in refresh of mind once, only one time in your life. And is forever. You are new now? Like old but new because you are you clean. Okay. I cleared yours like that name relationing's vases with gradual structure of relation, and you are now a clean vase / submarine relational, that divides himself in many types of big totally protected, hidden good, powerful in one place only no one, you, knows no. Don't forget bite of thinking of humanity meted in your way of words is old and someone invented this someday. Is about noon. Because is too old, to contemporaneity to know him. We are free. No one control us. Don't have the fear of present now or any other genre/type of relation with yourself because you have a ship for all your cases, concrete thinked, communicated, writed or talked. This is what is from constructed base of relationing. Better spoke the word relation/relationing. In general. The mechanism. Next step. Step number 9. 9. About family. Family. A word we all very good know. Is so simple that you can't return to he for times in time. Family is all you life. Family don't mean dad, mom, and rest of members of family. Family mean all things that you construct in your life. Even destruct. Toy of family is the fact to accept in worlds. Family teach how to not fall prey. How to quit from he. Teach how to hide what is yours, that what is your. Teach you things permissible for times. Family. A word to write so in equilibrate of. You know. To take this high, to leave that down. Like all things of importance, family change you. This is why my book is a family. A family of letters. Microbes of organic doing that grow in a structure that I don't want to write in another mode that way. Family is how you help me to rise my name in buying and selling my book. My family knows you. Know your secret. Know your word. Words. Just write family milliard of times on wall alone with your hand. Don't forget here are people who growed without parents. Now I tell that the word is love. I forget that the sense of love is also a thing not really good. I think. I forget about my mom's relation with name of dad, grandpa, and son, even sister, or I don't know what form of millions I forget like thing, thought. I was writ in family that I will put in I don't know. Be attent of that. Stay powerful. Somewhere, sometime, I meet you. Alone. Now I forget about errors that I made my language and the fact that I don't have / will have family, family. Family 10. 10. About friends. Friends are always here. Friends explain that you have parts of boy and girl inside you. Like a whole. Explain that you don't have need to speak dirty. And friends are more to explain how the word is made. Also they are here to give you in any surroundings what you need. Relation with friends is not a problem of thinking. Even if you have a girlfriend, a wife, daughter/s, son/s or children's and family, kins. Friends explain how to be true. Friends are mated for long talks first, second for business and all that your brain can only imagine. Friends are goodness in all cases of life. Friends give you life. Friends are all the people you meet in your life. Even your mom, your dad, sister, brother, family, kins, and etc. Nothing more to friends. For happiness and rise glaze after glaze in his name. Fine. 11. About animals. Animals love us. We are all the same, a energy, a mind, a trip, a setting of adventure of individuality in the air. 12. About boy. Boy is a type of doing like James Morrison or James or even Bond cigarettes. I even know who goes after me. Is like this. We boys are a type of something named strange girl. Or that a pardon to girl. I don't know why we are, but we are only normal beginnings of world. We also think in all mods. We love like anyone this world, in this world that is mated from errors, like we love much to told about girl, we are a team, boys with girls. I don't know why we are separated of race, age, or something, but we are only the same, a girl inside a boy, even girls are the same but a little bit later. God made the man first because semnification of the explanation if world means that man do all this ways to heaven, even girl but man first. First was the instinct of surviving, after obtaining food we are in search of something that we believe that one time, what love us is girls s that goes on snake, he can't pronounce this and hide immediately. Snake is always in search of us, find us, snake is how we breathe. We are in breathe of an snake. We breathe more like SSS, not S but more like TS, more like this, okay. We love all parts of life with minuses and pluses because it's life, and we very much love to have care of girl, of her masculinity, part of masculinity, he have in beloved part of woman. 13. About girl. Girls are a thing like that, a very simple thing, are egoist. I don't know why, but I love to love you more, and what is totally yours, like boy, how want the girl and don't send her many of her attention in like you. I don't pay $1 for boy. Boys are even ugly on my side. I love only to love me, my part of girl, and that's all. Only remember, in past, what I write you with my pen, and you understand the same all the truth of my speaking, meaning, mean. I mean I'm not for you. I'm for no one. I don't have boy, and I don't love my need in the boy. If I have them, I don't have time for this, is very precious. Because cost of and pleasing I send to you like a thought is all of me, entire me, my entire, I am. Inside of an trick, a trick named life. Nothing. Not that I don't want to write if have/non have sense, because the sense is even the sense of it on a sense I even feel in my understanding or non-understanding of my life. Of my things that I want to rub in part of boy his veins, in the dark part or to the dark sea of mine, boy, or part of conscious of boy lost in sea, black, I prefer to tell for inventivity. I even love to write. Even love to walk, I do this to you my cry to your way in the dark part of inconscient. Because I only transmitted you. You are a boy, a fear, a beast, a bestiality in my hands. I love even much from you only because I love only you, because in another way will be an error to be error, exactly to the past time of time I even don't lose to obtain your signs of your way to the horizon heaven. I rub even your texts and sell this for zero money. But we are too much to believe that we are one to do this world to work in my work about work on work, even not to be worked in work of fast things. I am more, in majority of time ratio null, and you are more like also the same. Okay. Girls are a very simple thing to do. To the final of chapter, girls do her part of boys with the girl with all, together, to have you complete. Boys love exactly the same, even the incorrect way to the heaven we are in need to go to. Okay. Girl, boy, girl. In procents proportio girls, boy, girl. Number percent slash number percent slash number percent. Girl boy number percent slash number percent slash number percent, even totally clean procentage. Girl boy. Girl boy. Percent. Think alone sure. Is how you want this differences of character in personage. Be total clean or total no. Coys is exactly in hands of how you mix this procentage that are higher. This was the girl's theory, visual, virtual, clean clear, philosophy, psychology or philosophy, of world. Part 14. 14. About reality, of things, thoughts thinkings, I write it, right? Reality is an very clear phenomenon. Is something that we name loose of the horizon or loosing of sleep of radius. Is about reality of things, because they are real only in your head. Your head is in search of something. Because from this cause you lose reality. Real and reality of things. You obtain more than in a dream, the loosing of ego. Think that work that you searched for that much time, that much ways, and this is more most important, you lose intelligence. Even the letter eated in word intelligence is not a letter but an sign, of a eated letter, is line, a line. And is nothing more much important to do in you whole adventurer of life. After this book I promise you that you will have a time of adventure, a trip, in the light of many tribes of the current era, unknown even of the unknown. And this is your priority. Reality is an stupid thing, a thing that tells you to go forward. Why? If you don't have with what, I will help you to obtain with what, witchy life, will help you to be sleepy in your work, even a light of fire to the mountains, Forrest's reality is that what I write here is util the moment you realize that you don't have even need to understand what I write. And this is all. We love each other. We rub each other with the help of an fork. We pay one to other dude, we listen one to other words of talking. And probably the most important part of reality is about to open your eyes really. Try to do this real, with your hands, with your mind, I want to say. And all the truth and fullness of beauty or in beauty will open to you totally to a new level doors. Also work out the head of one is awesome. I tell you. A hard world for others is easy. Because what you know of number 8, 8 to Sunday, 8 to Monday even 9 to Tuesday. God will bless you. For me. For liberty I say, what a beautiful history of drama. I know why God loves me. Because I'm a beautiful human. Okay. We are in two realities, 1, Russia or Eurasia. 2, America or Brazil, between Europe and Africa and Australia with New Zealand, are all here. For liberty of reality and for the world's clock, world's time, universal clock of planet Earth. For me and hello or good night people. Hello here Jamaica, Nigeria, Venezuela, Colombia, Italia, France, Maroc, and Spain. Between us more than that I think for the world's map a beautiful think. This I name reality. Is only a philosophy of whole. Please read this serious. Is very comic way that I write but is very much correct. Goodbye. Part 15. Next. 15. About imagination, of what happened, in the voice of happiness of mind of nothing. Imagination, how many people tell it, in this world is most important like key of happiness. This don't import. If is between good or bad. Is in exactly how you have need to see. You have need to know only this. Imagination is most important thing of your life. Read, look at TV, draw, imagine what you want. Your mind is the key. Is exactly how to do it. Out of space. I cleared you. Now I clarify you out of head. Okay, one more time in space. Exactly between 5 meters length of your head and your body, totally unattached of you. If you read, a time, even a single time a fictionary book, you will try to do this in your room. In your private space, your comfort zone, in your own ship. Okay. For start draw objects in your room. Change the design. Is how is need to work. Nothing more. 16. 16. About politics, politics are an special type of fight. Is how you drink wine. Politic mean to talk what you real think and care of, until you care you thought knowed by you, protected by thought of importance in around space. Is more important than process of consuming and obtaining of alcoholic drink. Is how we see world. I tell this. This object of structure named construction of city, with money, my capital is mine. I don't have care of alcoholic drink. Drink I said. Oh, yes. I forget drink the drink. Is what is politic about? About reality. Existence in two heads, mine and yours. Nothing more. I think we all see politic at televisor, I don't want to tell nothing, much is the dialogue in manner of hard problem to be solved and to be solved like in an cartoon movie. To return always the start is the problem. Is mine what I tell, is lie to you. Okay. Even animals do politic. Politics are talks of little boy or little girl also. About world. Part 17. Politic talks. 17. About world. World is an special thing, world is special. Very special. Is a lie idle bit strange but this is the nature. When the world goes crazy all the people are inside this madness. World is big. Also mine. Of each I world is big. Enough insight to understand all your problems of life. World is also a system of knowledge. A connection between mom and God. Is an event. Too much to be understanded. All people are part of world. We are all pieces of puzzle in world. World is for coincidence too nervous, noisy, and goes too bad for our health. World is about nations. We are here many nations and are in many religions, in many philosophies of life. This mean that we think all that cause and type and anything other type of religion or writing about that are in the same idea of text. Is something like about bad and good and any other type of teaching of rest that maintain human nature in understanding of life, like named psychological process about how to become in one with all, like in start of ____. World is music, love, we share together. Also divided with part of girl in food, also divided with food, with love I want to say for obtain happiness inside of bag full of danger. World is big, he is part of me, anything what you are or anywhere you are, no we love like majority forever. World, because is beautiful, is about change, about writing of chance for obtain in around, on way, only we know, can talk about and import nothing more. Here is time of thinking and second my pen or third. Totally charged twice time more front of previous. I convert this to mine distances out of stranger's house, life, and I have permission to emigrate this nation of microbes. Even little I want to say in memory of biggest node by me man. Is about the greatest Carlos Castaneda. Node by search of response that I know and I say this to you, is about the mystery of hearing, sense now is this. And thing big of extraordinary knowledge, available to poeple is this book my dear Iulian Vetrici after name. In my opinion the cult of dead is an extraordinary gift give to us on earth. Is an gift that we have to receive and to send, and we end once forever with my help of old friend that is dead. Eated by his girl named his biggest love of what he imprinted in mother nature of decorative writing of space of living of a great old human even node like seeker of mind, of soul, named heart by million of way of centuries until now. This is my opinion about him. Author. Now he loved to be named Iulian. By monsters friends by now. I end here Master Castaneda. And I want to write now from part of giving you and your family, your friends, your entire, and other the flux, the energy of what is yours from teached knowledge from you without need in more. Here world ends. My pen get crazy of dead of biggest car that I want to drive. Is about old Ford. Lined with two black stripes like an zebra in Amazonian forest. We end with wishes. World is for all. Part 18. 18. About Dad, Dad's word to guide you in life. Dad, a word between rightness of thinking and doing. I can't say more, but from him I teach life edification. I write with him together about the fact that Dad is a good person, is an example to follow in life. We talk about girls and is know that is like this. Also from Dad I obtain different types of dependences, good or bad. From young age. Is good know that Dad helps me with many things. He permitted me to be free like man. Dad is in continuity of hierarchical line. Greetings to our little treasure Dad. Love your daddy. He feed you. All the love in the word to Dad. 19. Here is 18. 19. About Mom, here, Mom's zone. Mom is a name to rise up all higher than moon and sun. Mom is a world full of serenity. Mom give you knowledge. How to live. Is know that Mom see in you a leader. And see in you something fragile in the same time. This is all. Greetings to our little treasure Mom. Love your mom. She feeds you. All the love in the word to Mom. 20. 20. About sister. Sister is a word too big like word princess. I want to write more, but now I assure that my disaster is about the disease that I see the world strange. Knowed by all. Is just a key that opened the door to next part of the book. 21. 21 now. 21. About me. Why triple M? Why left when you want right to write that you want left and right the same time? We end with too much to write here. Is only a event of control. Is a event here that control your part, through you. I ego. Egoism. Me. To you, to me, like yours I want to tell to be righted by someone else more than a page. This will maintain you ready to walk to the next level of consciousness. Is the line I forget to put here in too much until forever? Next page will do the difference to your life. Is the talk about phenomenon secret? Hidden in I need it? Is your ego? Here. This is the candy. Ego. Named by all me, I. World is about real things. About reality. We end with the chapter me. We light here the mater of life the word I. Step 22. Next page. 22. 22. About shadow, trickety with shadow, any we is. I think here is a good topic to write the final. Here. Shadow dance. Play. Plays you. Truck you from now until late I remain soul maintained in years of thought, soul is shadow is you or another you that you feel that you stay now from you one moment gone to be to below of my understandings of my faces shows point one little, old, trick shadow. Shadows, is an thing that think by psychologists or turn of Babel, mountains, or sea, or three Japanese ninja. Is this, what was good to have many pages to book but book are even what shadows, yours eyes, of unknown, of type of something more, only fight I believe will be welcome to our beautiful writing of our rubbers of energy, added in text of religion of that what we want to construct is to obtain a wall against winds that don't have way here. Shadow is big, is color, your shadow, are I want to tell eyes of pages past in chapter about life, nirvana, heaven, is more like shadow, soul goes. This is not in need to pass, you try aggressive friends how to tell word world /drug /love /energy sex. 22. And we stop for 23. In 2 weeks I do ___, is not known how much. I 24 the author. 23. 23. About soul. Girl souls are heaven. To the soul page was written more like nirvana or more that a state higher of conscious and higher way more like how to live like here, are and is, was, and will be and don't was neither hell, neither heaven and in reverse neither heaven and neither hell. Don't was attention that what he do correct now. Attention is a function, this is more, much more important that on a thing of non-our permitted with permission world. Like in who we two stay moods. Body have parts of soul. Parts of our crossing of phrase of what was tellied too much time in back in time, and no one know what cigarette no one can be possible to ruin her clarity, not of the your whole start of life, and no one know what work or strange world was dude made it here. This, was too much for to understand our value of our heart, soul, about this he passed through you, near all the time when you don't see this in word of sleep. Awake is what is good here even a cube of music, warm when this have more need more in mating of name of occupation, or I don't know to what flute to pay visuals of pictures of that music. Of soul. Of mouth. This is part 23. And for the final I will stop your pain. And stop. The final. Big like this page to all. I want to tell thank you my black blue pen with white stripes and silver. Thank you that you pictured my language. Colored what is gone out of here and the final sure. I want right majority of all. The final phrase. One time, was nothing, and you born your heart straight and he don't stop in no case. All time. Until you are alive your heartbeat. You can be named in life. Alive. Death is an event seen to be present here but seen to be left of conscious. If eveness gone for outside of mind I tell you a story once the first human of this earth don't knowed about death, he was played with life and if death was an event after book older. Next event after one don't have body more. Soul remain here. And if is named life also death don't exist and live forever totally happy because life is a multitude like form. Forms are many. Like from 0 to 9, like from sea to ocean and like from A to Z. You breathe. Final. 24 I will sell my first book at the age of 24, 24. The perfect number. Iulian Vetrici.